So I decided to pit J. Crew versus J. Crew Factory to see exactly what the differences were and what kind of plus size offerings they had. And the results were surprising. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Oralia and I am a personal stylist. I love to help plus size women look and feel their absolute best. I think that everyone deserves to look beautiful regardless of size or age. Part of being a personal stylist, of course, is doing some shopping and understanding what is out there and what is available for plus size women at all price points. And I do all of this comparison shopping so that you don't have to. I have handpicked some basic items from both J. Crew and J. Crew Factory to determine, is there really a difference? Throughout this video, I'm going to start out with the J. Crew item first, and then I'm going to talk about the J. Crew Factory item that was similar to it. By the way, J. Crew Factory nor J. Crew offer plus petite, so the only choice that you have at both of these places is to select classic. I wanted to start out with a chambray shirt. I could have done a white button-down shirt. I just feel that right now for the fall and for the winter, chambray is a better look. I think it's not as bright, it's not as light. It's something that's a little bit deeper, a little bit darker, and just fits the season a little bit better. Not to mention the fact that we've got the denim on denim trend, which is still going strong, and chambray shirts look good with everything. Let's go ahead and start out with that. So the J. Crew chambray shirt that I picked out is called the Slim Fit Chambray Shirt with Jeweled Buttons. I picked up a size 20. They come in sizes from 00 to 24. This is called the Colebrook Wash. It's kind of a medium light wash with a little bit of fading, and it retails for $89.50 regular price. It does have jeweled buttons on it, which I thought were really pretty. I thought that that's a really nice touch, and it's likely due to the fact that we are closer to the holidays. Gives the blouse a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of elevation, but what I found was when I was trying to button and unbutton the shirt, the jewels were catching on the threads of the buttonholes, which means that those buttonholes are going to wear out a lot faster. So what I would say with this shirt is one that you would have to put on over your head versus unbuttoning and then rebuttoning. Or I would just be really, really careful as you're unbuttoning and buttoning this shirt, because you are gonna kind of shred up those buttonholes a little bit. The fit is a little bit tighter fitting to the body, but not so much so that it's really a tight fit. I did go to a size 20 though because of that. You know, I wanted to make sure that it fit in my arms and that it fit everywhere else. So I would say that this is one where you would want to size up one in order for it to fit nicely and loosely. It does have really nice stitching on the back as well as on the yoke. It kind of looks almost westernish. It gives it more of a rustic feel. It also has got these little triangles of fabric down at the bottom where the bottom of the shirt is, because the shirt does curve. It has a curved hem, and you've got a little bit of fabric between those two bits, which actually is kind of nice because it gives the shirt a little bit of a flare out. So it gives it a little bit more room around the hips if you want to wear the shirt out. I am showing the shirt out because I want you to see all of the details of the shirt. I like the details that the shirt has. I thought that they were really, really nice. Give it a little bit more of a Western flair, and then with those jeweled buttons, give it a little bit more elevation. This would look really pretty, like for a casual holiday look. So now for the J. Crew Factory chambray shirt. I picked it up in a size 2X. It does come in sizes 00 to 3XL. The wash is the Rendezvous Blue Wash. The price of the shirt is $44.50, and it is made of 100% cotton. It does not have all of the detail stitching like the J. Crew shirt has. The buttons are normal buttons, no fancy buttons. It does run true to size, and it has a darker wash than the J. Crew shirt. It also has one front pocket on one side of the shirt. It does not have any fancy stitching in the back. It's got just standard stitching. You can't really see it. It doesn't have any kind of detail stitching on the sleeves either. It's just your run-of-the-mill chambray shirt, which actually, given the choice between the two, I really like the J. Crew Factory chambray shirt because I prefer that minimal dark wash that it has. I just like it because it is There's not a lot to it. It's a really great wardrobe basic. And I don't have to worry about the buttons shredding up the buttonholes for one. And if I did want to add a little bit of bling, I could feasibly have the buttons changed out to something jeweled, but I don't know that I want to go through that much trouble because it kind of limits the versatility a little bit, I think. And so my preference is with the J. Crew Factory chambray shirt because I just feel that it is a little bit more of a wardrobe staple in this way and doesn't lean too far Western, which is a trend that's going on right now, but eventually the trend goes away. Not to say that it's going to make the J. Crew chambray shirt irrelevant. I don't think that it will. It's just those little details matter, you know, and I like the fact that the J. Crew Factory chambray shirt is minimal in detail. So that means that it's a lot more versatile in being able to wear it. Not to mention the darker wash, which gives it a little bit more of a dressier feel while still being a casual shirt. I couldn't find like for like in this category, but I tried as best as I could to at least just go with a striped sweater. And with J. Crew, I picked up the cotton turtleneck sweater in stripe. The size is a 2XL and it is in the color pale bone navy, which is the only color that they have. It is $118 regular price and it is 100% cotton. The turtleneck on this sweater is pretty high up. The fabric is really stiff and very thick because it's a cotton sweater that we have that thickness in the fabric. The sleeves are open at the wrist, so they're not cuffed. They're actually kind of open. It's inspired by that totem style of sweater where it's a looser fit with an open sleeve with a really high turtleneck and the stripe, but not quite. It kind of leans in that direction, but it's only like influenced by it. It is a very, very heavyweight knit. It's a heavy, heavy sweater. It doesn't have a lot of stretch. It's a lot stiffer because of the thickness. It will, you know, eventually kind of loosen up a little bit. So I don't think that you have to worry about that tightness and that stiffness over time. It will soften up, I think. And it is going to be nice and warm and cozy, I feel, because it is so nice and thick. The J. Crew Factory striped sweater that I brought in is called the mock neck sweater in extra soft yarn. I picked up the black and white stripe with white trim on the sleeves and the neckline. I picked up a size 2XL. The price point on this one is $49. The fabric content is 55% acrylic, 35% polyamide, 7% wool, and 3% elastane. So it's got quite a complex mix of fabrics. It is very soft and it is very fuzzy, and you will have to debobble it from time to time because of that looser, softer, fuzzier kind of knit that it has. It does have a lot of stretch. It is shorter and it does have cuffed sleeves. The neck isn't as tall either. It does have a really nice softness about it, I'm not gonna lie, even though it has acrylic. But you can definitely tell that it is not a natural fiber. It's definitely a synthetic fiber. I think that this one is not going to give you the longevity as the J. Crew sweater is going to give you, just because of the nature of the fabric content that it has. But it is a nice, soft, comfortable sweater, and it is at a decent price point. And I do like the black and white stripe. However, my pick goes to the J. Crew cotton turtleneck sweater because I feel that this particular style is a lot more sophisticated. It looks a lot more expensive. It's going to last you a lot longer, and I like the fact that it is 100% cotton. And that's why it is going to last you a lot longer. That's why it's going to look more elevated and sophisticated over a longer period of time. I just feel that this is a very timeless sweater that will take you for the long haul. And even though there is a significant difference in price, I feel that this particular sweater is definitely worth paying more for because you're going to get a lot more from it in the long run. I've been eyeing up the Gwyneth slip skirt from J. Crew for over a year now. I have finally bitten the bullet and gotten one. for this challenge. I picked it up in a size extra, extra large. It does come in sizes extra, extra small through 3X. I picked up the color in navy blue, but they do have 7 colors in total, including black. They've got a really bright blue. They've got a couple of neutral beigey champagne tones and a couple of other bright shades available. And this particular skirt is $89.50 regular price, and it is made of 100% polyester. It has an elasticized waist, and it's elasticized all the way around. The fabric is lightweight. It has a lot of movement to it. It does have some darting on the back for fit, which I thought was really cool, so that way it fits really nicely around the waist and then flares out beautifully. And the length, of course, was a midi length. The J. Crew factory slip skirt, I picked it up in a size 2X. It comes in sizes extra, extra small to 3X. The colors that they have available are black, red, and like a green navy pattern. The skirt is $49.99. It is made of 100% recycled polyester. It also has got an elasticized waist, but this particular waistline gathers in the back versus the J. Crew one that had darted stitching in the back. This one just gathers up in the back. The fabric was slightly thicker, so I think that has to deal with the fact that it's recycled polyester, so there was a little bit more thickness to the fabric, a little more coarseness to it. It didn't feel quite as silky, and that means that it had less drape. It didn't move like the J. Crew Gwyneth skirt moves. And the length, of course, was a midi length. When you pit these two against each other, I would definitely have to go with the J. Crew Gwyneth slip skirt. Even though it is more expensive, I feel that the fabric had a little bit more movement. It had a little bit more silkiness. It just draped more beautifully, I felt. I also like the fact that you've got the darting in the back. It just had a slightly better fit to it than the J. Crew factory skirt. They're both really good though, I think. If you're on a budget, definitely the J. Crew factory skirt will do. But I just really liked the J. Crew version better. I just felt that it was a little bit better fit and had a little bit better feel to it and better look about it. It had more sheen. And then the clincher though is they have so many more colors to choose from versus J. Crew Factory that only had 2 and a pattern to choose from. I feel that that's kind of limited because, I mean, you either pick red or you pick black and you have nothing in between to choose from. Because this is such a popular style right now, and J. Crew has really been making the rounds online with its lady jacket that's a cardigan, I had to bring in one from J. Crew Factory. But let's talk about the J. Crew version first. This is the Emile sweater lady jacket, and I picked it up in stripe. I picked up a size extra, extra large, but they do carry extra, extra, extra small through 3X. In colors, they've got the ivory navy, which is what you see me wearing. They also have 2 other stripe variations available, and they've got 4 colors, 4 solids available in this sweater. So there's a lot of selection here to suit just about any kind of style that you could think of. The pricing is from $128 to $138. The striped ones are $138. The solids are $128. This lady jacket is made of 100% cotton knit. It is a heavyweight knit fabric. Not quite as heavy as a cotton turtleneck sweater, but getting pretty close. But it has really beautiful shape. It's got really nice form. It has gold buttons. It is very comfortable to wear, and I've had this one actually for a bit, and you'll have to forgive. It has a little stain right here. So sorry about that. Accidents happen when you have Mexican food. I'm working on getting rid of that stain. It is very, very comfortable to wear though, and I think that because of the cotton fabric, it is going to last you a long time, not to mention the fact that it is a stripe, and it is that crop jacket slash lady jacket kind of style that is always a classic, you know, in fashion. It's never going to go out of style. Then J. Crew Factory did not have a sweater or cardigan version of the lady jacket. So again, it's not like for like, but definitely the same style and definitely worth talking about depending on what you're looking for. So the tweed lady jacket from J. Crew Factory, I picked up a size 20. It comes in a size 00 through 24. The color is called the Check Tweed Baltic Blue. It's just various shades of bright blue, light blue, and navy blue. It comes in at $129, and it is 60% polyester, 20% acrylic, and 20% other fibers. So it is a full-on tweed jacket. It is not a cardigan by any means. It is a jacket. I would even classify this as outerwear. You could wear this out in the elements. The colorway is very beautiful if you have a lot of blue. So like wearing this with denim, it's gonna look really, really gorgeous. It does have this beautiful light blue metallic thread that's going through it that the camera never picks up, but you can definitely see it. It's really, really pretty with the gold buttons. I mean, it's a stunning, stunning little tweed jacket, I think, and one that is outerwear. It is definitely outerwear. Between the two, I much prefer having the J. Crew cardigan lady jacket, only because I found that the J. Crew factory tweed jacket was a little bit itchy. And it was itchy around the neckline. It was itchy at the sleeves. Anywhere that the tweed touches your skin, it's gonna be a little bit itchy. And I think it's probably because of the acrylic and or the other, which is probably the metallic threads that are going through it. I would definitely tell you to wear a shirt underneath it. I would go so far as to say wear a collared shirt underneath it just to try and minimize that itchiness. It is stunning. And if I didn't already have so many of these lady jackets, I might consider keeping it despite the fact that it is itchy. I would definitely say if you like it, definitely get it, because at $129, you're getting an outerwear jacket. You are. And you can wear this in so many ways. Just my own personal preference, I like the cardigan version. I also like the fact that it's striped. I'm pulling for the J. Crew Emile lady jacket. J. Crew is known for their blazers. I brought in the Park blazer in wool flannel. I brought it in a size 20. They run from 000 through size 24. I picked up the color navy because they did not have the camel in my size. Otherwise, I would have picked up the camel one. But it also comes in camel and it comes in black, and it retails for $220. It is made of wool spandex. They don't give you the percentages, so I have to assume it's probably like somewhere in the range of 90% to 95% wool and possibly 5% spandex. So that's just my guess though. It does have a 1-button closure. The buttons are the same color as the blazer. It is fully lined with that beautiful, beautiful J. Crew striped lining. It has some grosgrain ribbon along the front placket of the blazer. It is really nice. I think the lining in the sleeves is not striped. It's just dark blue. It's just a really, really pretty, well-constructed blazer. It does have a shawl collar, which I don't ever pick shawl collars, but I was in a pinch. I needed to find a blazer because the one that I did have in mind on both sides sold out. I was gonna bring in a houndstooth blazer for both J. Crew and J. Crew Factory, and they sold out on me while I was you know, waiting to put my order in. It does taper in at the waist, but it is a little bit of a looser fit as compared to the one that I'm going to show you from J. Crew Factory. And it has the open, I don't think they're called slash pockets, but it's got just the pockets with the trim on it, not like a flap. The J. Crew Factory blazer, it is called the Original Schoolboy Blazer. I brought in a size 22. It comes in sizes 00 through size 24. They come in navy, camel, and black, and it sells for $119. It is made of wool and polyester, does not give percentages between the two fibers. It does have a 2-button closure. The buttons are gold buttons. It is fully lined with that J. Crew striped lining. It is very fitted, and it runs small. I think J. Crew blazers at a size 20 fit me fine, so I went up to a size 22 in this one. I'm glad that I did, because otherwise it would not have fit. It has a notched collar with a contrast lining. By the way, the J. Crew shawl neck blazer also has got contrast lining underneath the collar here. It has flat pockets with a handkerchief pocket up here. It does have a really slim fit. And I actually really like the fit of this blazer, because I think that if you're short, this is a really fantastic blazer because it is scaled down. I think the proportions are perfection for short people. As if you couldn't tell, I am really favoring the J. Crew factory blazer. You know, even though I like having buttons that are the same color as a blazer, I do like the fact that this particular blazer has got gold buttons. I like the contrasting fabric under the collar, which the other one has as well. I really think that the quality between these two blazers is very, very similar. There's not a lot of difference between the construction of the two as far as like just the attention to detail. And I just think that they both look really great, except I think that the schoolboy fit is much better. Despite the fact that the Park wool blazer has got really nice fit, it is a little bit looser, I think. It's got a little bit more gathering up at the sleeve. It's not quite as classic or tailored as the schoolboy blazer. And so for me, the schoolboy blazer is where it's at. I really, really love that blazer. I love the cut. I think that it was very, very flattering. Do want to tell you though that I do not snip the back of the blazer, the back stitching that holds the opening, the pleat at the back. I don't snip that open until I decide that I want to keep the blazer. So you see me struggling a little bit with the navy blue with the Park wool blazer because it's gathering up a little bit back there. You know, it's looking a little weird. And that's just because I don't snip that until I decide that I want to keep it. So I know I've had people commenting that I don't do that. And you're right, I don't. Because I don't know if I'm keeping the blazer yet. I prefer personally also the notched collar. I'm not a big shawl collar kind of gal. However, I will say that shawl collars actually I think look good on bigger busted women, so that's a consideration for you. I just overall really like the schoolboy blazer so much better. I just feel the fit is so much better on anyone, but especially on us short gals. I brought in the Natasha pant in 4-season stretch from J. Crew. I brought in a size 20. They go from sizes 00 to 24. I picked up the color navy, but they have 5 total colors in this pant, and this pant sells for $148. It is 64% polyester, 31% viscose, and 5% elastane, and that explains why the pants have a really beautiful silky feel to them. They have a really, really nice drape to them that is coming from the viscose. I am not mad at it. I love the way they felt on the skin. I like the way they draped overall. They have really, really great construction. The zipper placket is really well made, I think. I've never seen quite so much detail to a zipper placket on a pant. They are high rise. They are a flat front pant. They have a pin tuck going down the leg. However, the leg is way, way, way too long. I would need to have a good, probably, if I had to take a guess, a good 8 to 12 inches taken off of these pants in order to have them fit me. A lot of fabric will have to be lopped off of these pants in order to get them to fit you properly in length if you are short. If you're 5'10" on up, these pants are going to be the perfect length for you. I just can't believe that there was so much fabric. However, they were beautifully made. They do have slash pockets on the side, but they're sewn shut. They do have belt loops. They are high-waisted. They're really comfortable. I really like the fabric. I think the fabric is really super nice. I also really like the pin tuck detail because it adds a sense of tailoring that you don't normally get with a lot of pants. And so I think that that pin tuck is a really excellent little detail on the pant. And the fabric is very stretchy and it is trans-seasonal. So when they say 4-season stretch, they're not kidding. You could wear these pants year round. They're gonna last for a while because I think that the construction is so good and the fabric content isn't bad either as long as you take good care of them. For the J. Crew factory pant, I brought in the Cali straight leg pant. I picked it up in a size 18. They come in sizes 00 through 24. The color that I selected was black. They also have them in navy, they have them in white, and they've got them in pink. The price for the neutral tones is $58.50. The pants are made of 50% cotton, 41% viscose, and 7% elastane. The length on these pants was perfect. These are intended to be crop pants, or ankle pants, I should say, for anyone taller than 5'4". For me, they were a perfect inseam. With a small heel, I could get away with them, or I could have them hemmed up one if I wanted to wear them as intended as ankle pants. The fabric is a little bit stiffer than the J. Crew trouser. It had kind of almost like a polyester-like feel. So when I did take my notes on the fabric content, I was surprised that it was mostly cotton, but it is, and it's got viscose, so it's got a softness to it. I think it's the elastane that's making it a little bit stiffer. But they are stretchy though. They do move with you, and I liked that about these pants. They also had slash pockets, but they were sewn shut, so I did not touch them. And I love the fact that they were flat front. You know, so no pleats. For those of you that are offended by pleats on an apple body shape, no pleats. I thought they were really super nice looking pants. I thought they were great pants for work, great pants for dressing up too. I think they would dress up beautifully. Same with the J. Crew version. They've got a really nice crease that's been pressed into them. Even though it's not a pin tuck, it still has a really nice structure to it. It's a beautiful pant, I cannot lie. And I think that I would go with a J. Crew factory pant because it is really great value for money, in my opinion, because the pant is really nicely made. It is a good work pant. The fabric content is good, and I don't have to go have them tailored and get 10 inches taken off of the pant. I always just shake my head when I have a pant that is so long and I'm losing so much fabric and I paid so much money for them. You know, it hurts a little bit. It hurts my soul when that happens. And so I'm really leaning to the J. Crew factory pant because I don't have to do any of that. If at most I could just cuff it up and, you know, it would work, or maybe just, you know, tack it up to be an ankle pant. So I really like the J. Crew factory pant instead, especially because I feel it's much better value for money, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and run through really quickly just some of the differences that I observed between J. Crew and J. Crew Factory. Let's start out with the web experience. When I went online and I took a look at both websites, there was a distinct difference in between with the web experience, in that you could tell that the demographic for J. Crew is the more affluent or more established young professional. I would guess 30s on up, if, you know, just by looking at the website and the models that they used and all of that. Definitely for somebody that was more established in career, in life, maybe had more money. J. Crew Factory, on the other hand, is definitely a younger demographic, somebody that's in their early career for sure, somebody that has little kids, or they are not affluent. You know, they are just getting started in their career or in their lives. J. Crew runs decent sales, but they don't run sales like J. Crew Factory runs. It seems to me that J. Crew Factory always has got a sale going on, whereas J. Crew will run a sale every now and again, or maybe on the weekends, and you don't find as many discounts on J. Crew as you do on J. Crew Factory. It's like I said, J. Crew Factory seems to always be running a sale. Judging from the pieces that I brought in, the construction is very, very similar between the two. There's not a whole lot of difference. The fabric contents too are very, very similar, except that to me, I feel that J. Crew Factory uses more eco-friendly fabrics from time to time, more so than J. Crew does, at least in this sampling that I brought in. I know that you can find natural fibers more easily on J. Crew, I think, than you can on J. Crew Factory. And so I think that some of the longevity of the pieces from J. Crew is going to be better for that reason. Overall, the look and feel is very, very much the same, except one feels a little bit younger than the other. If you just base it on my picks that I talked about, J. Crew wins the day. I just wanted to interject here that I actually did a recount and both of them tied. So I'm a big fat liar cat because I liked more of the natural fibers that they had. I liked more of the pieces that they had. However, I really, really like J. Crew Factory as well. And now when I go to look at both of the websites, unless I'm looking for something specific from J. Crew, I will likely go to J. Crew Factory first because they are a bit more economical and you are getting really great quality for a really, really good price, I think. That's just my opinion. So on the surface, J. Crew wins, but at the end of the day, I prefer J. Crew Factory because I feel like I'm getting the same for a better price. So that's just my take on it. Take it for what you will. There's a lot of offerings at both places, and you can shop at either and still get the same kind of look and feel. So if you're on a budget or just don't want to spend a lot, then J. Crew Factory is definitely for you. If you want something that's a little more elevated, or things that you know are going to last a little bit longer, maybe have a better fabric content, just slightly, then definitely go to J. Crew. So those are my thoughts. I just wanted to let you guys know that for those of you that are waiting for an affordable haul, you don't have much longer to wait. I have got an epic Walmart haul coming up soon. Like, it's going to be the next haul. I'm going to leave you with my Talbot's haul right here. Make sure to check it out. There's a lot of really great stuff there. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly appreciate it, and I will see you in that video. Bye.